On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Second and 4. Operating from the gun. Hall delivers another one to Pierce. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hall now on 3rd and 2. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wound up landing over 20 yards. And give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Texans at 2-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. That ain't going to be tough to beat in this one.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. Operating from the gun. Hall. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Hall. He completes it to Beckham. And this is going to be another first down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Throwing to start the drive. Weston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on the first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now, having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Looking to throw. Hall. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw it is Hall. Off play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Weston. Over the middle, complete. It's Simmons. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Weston. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running right, here's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try and work for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and marking at the 5. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now Hall looking to throw on second down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. They'll try to run with Pierce. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave them with a long 4th and goal. .158 left to play till we hit halftime. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. They'll look to throw again. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. Lucky incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Hall on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. A final shot before break. Weston. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They can re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The third down throw incomplete as well. The Broncos send out their punter man, standing just about on his own goal line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Hall to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Off play action, Weston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To throw on second down, Weston. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Off the play fake, Weston. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed to go for its perfect second half and down 3 scores. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 4th down, Weston
has got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Looking to throw. Weston. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Touchdown, Broncos.
Javonte Williams
from 10 yards out.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action here on first down.
That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Play action. Weston.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. Winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's safe to say they've made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage has already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter now, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hall now, throwing on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hall. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete.
And he's going to be shot out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A huge play there in overtime. And even 50 yards.
Pierce now up the middle.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Back to throw. Hall. This is caught. It's Cooks. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Simmons. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, the notion the other guy's going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory in that